Tell me a story of a day in my life as my future self based off of this description. Hello guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Vicky. If you're new here, welcome. If you're on Instagram and TikTok, you know the trend. You tell CHAT GPT what your perfect future life looks like, and it writes you a day-to-day life of what you have to do every day to achieve that life that you wish for. And I did that because I wanted to know how exactly I can achieve the life that I want to live. If you like this kind of content and you want to see more about me or my life, please leave a follow and like this video. It helps me out a lot. And now let's get started. First of all, I had to write down everything that I desire, everything that I want to have or to be in the future. And you can be very detailed in that. The more information you give to ChatGPT, the more explicit it can write the day-to-day life for you. I wrote down my goals and my desires in different categories. So I started with the personal and me perspective, which is I want to be healthy, I want to be in the best shape of my life, and I want to be full of energy, I want to be happy and all that kind of stuff. Next up was how I wanted my life to look like. So I wrote down I want to have a lot of money, I want to be able to provide for my family, my future family, have a house, have a car, be able to go on as many vacations as I want to go. The third category was my job. So I wrote down I don't want a 9-to-5 job, I don't want to be sitting at a desk all day. I want to have a flexible job where I can work mostly online and be creative. And regarding the job itself, I want to be able to share my knowledge about fitness, health, and self-improvement. All those desires I typed into ChatGPT with the prompt, tell me a story of a day in my life as my future self based off of this description. You guys, it's crazy. ChatGPT gives you like a full-on romance description of a day in your life. So when you have your day in a life, you read that through, you really let it sink in, you visualize it, you manifest it. And if you feel good with that story, if that what ChatGPT wrote to you as a day in your future life, if you're happy with that, you can keep going. But if you're not happy with that, you can still go back and change your desires or your goals and then just hit the refresh button. So I was happy with what I was reading there. So I went over to the next step. You're gonna stay in the same ChatGPT chat and you're gonna hit it with the next prompt. Create a daily schedule for me to follow that will allow me to achieve this life. With that daily routine, I lived an entire day, and I'm gonna give you the tea. I'm gonna tell you guys everything that I did now a few days later, what I think about it. So the day starts with an alarm at 7 a.m. You're gonna wake up, no snoozing, that's not allowed. So wake up at 7 and directly go into gratitude. It told me to have 50 minutes of gratitude. Just be thankful for being awake and having a new day to live and to be healthy. Then 7:15 a.m. hydrate. So I had some water, I took my supplements, and then it was time for a morning workout. We decided to go on a walk and stretch a little bit. For us, it was not enough time to go to the gym, but to be honest, it was a rest day anyway, so I wasn't that mad about it. So 7:30 a.m. morning walk, and then a few stretches to wake up the body. So we got morning sunlight and some movement, and you guys know by now I stand by that. After the workout, we had time for some personal care, which is, if I would have went to the gym or done a harder workout, would be a shower. In this case, just freshen up and do my makeup. After that 9 a.m., it was time for a healthy breakfast. We tried to eat pretty clean and pretty healthy, even outside filming videos. So we had the same breakfast as every morning, which is a bit of bread for the carbs, 4 eggs for me, for some protein. And did I have something else? I don't remember. With the breakfast, we also had some, I'm gonna call it family time because my boyfriend is the only family I have here in Spain. I have to say I made some little changes and tweaks. Some stuff was just not doable for us. For example, breakfast in half an hour. Like make breakfast, have breakfast, and clean the kitchen in half an hour. That's not possible. So 1 hour time for breakfast and quality time with a loved one. And 10 a.m. we have a 15-minute meditation. Regarding meditation, there was a time in my life where I did a lot of meditations, but I kind of drifted off. But honestly, it felt so good. I did not do a guided meditation. I just focused on my breath work and tried to cancel out all the voices in my head and all the thoughts. After the meditation, it was time for work block number 1. I don't have a lot to work on at the moment, so it was kind of hard for me to fill all those hours with work, but I managed to do so. So the first work block started at 10:15 after the meditation, and I started with online work and content, because in my prompt I told ChatGPT that I want to share my knowledge and I want to work online. So it told me to start the morning with some content creation work. That means finding ideas, scripting videos, all that kind of stuff. I did that for a while, and at 12 it was time for my first break. So I got fresh air, I moved a little bit, had some water, so that was my 15-minute break. After that I went back to the computer and did some more work. Also did some work for my bachelor thesis, which is also what I'm working on currently, which is not going to be included in my future life. Hopefully in the near future I will be done with that. That was the morning routine, the so-called midday routine from 1 p.m. till 3 p.m., which is lunch and quality time with a loved one, which is perfect because me and my boyfriend, we made a delicious lunch and spent some time together. We relaxed a little bit, took some time off. We made a lunch that we do very often because we focus on our protein. So we always have either chicken or beef as the main protein source. And then often we add gnocchis, potatoes, some sort of carbs. And I like to put in some fruit or veggies sometimes. Guilty of not doing that always. So after having lunch and the quality time, we went back into the second work block. We started with some editing. I had to edit some content for some short form content for Instagram, TikTok, and all of that. And then I honestly went back into my bachelor thesis because your girl has to focus on that. We want the degree, we want to finish it, so more time on my bachelor thesis. I also, in between, I had a little snack. It's not on the schedule. I don't think I filmed me having the snack, but it was a protein snack. It gave me energy for the last desk work, which was at 6 p.m. to review the day and what I achieved and also plan the next day. As we hear it often, a good morning routine starts the night before. We have to prepare for the next day, and I actually love that. I always used to do that. I used to plan my days the night before, which is very good because then you can go to sleep calm in your brain. You don't have too many thoughts and you don't have to think about what you're going to do the next day or if you're going to get everything done. And then it gave me time for a creative project. To be honest, besides photography or videography, I'm not a very creative person, so I was thinking about what I can do and I didn't have any idea, so I took my book that I was currently reading. I kind of liked on that the last few days, so I was happy that I had some time to get it back out of the shelf, and I read for a while, which felt very good. But at that point, honestly, I was super tired because I spent a few hours on the desk and not a lot of movement. Usually I would implement a bit more movement during my day, not just a 30-minute walk, a 10-minute stretch. After reading for a while, in the perfect time, my boyfriend came back home and we decided to make dinner. We made a very healthy and super delicious dinner because we tried something new. We are very carnivore diet focused. So we had chicken, grilled chicken, and then we had tomatoes, a little bit of chorizo, which is basically Spanish sausage, and banana in the pan. Yes, it sounds very weird, but it tasted so good. And you see so many people eating beef with banana on Instagram and TikTok, so that was very good, honestly. And then I had some avocado for some healthy fats and a kiwi just as a dessert. I like kiwis. After dinner, it was time for personal time and preparing for bed. I love this time of the day, the wind down time. After dinner, you did the chores, you did all the work you had to do, you moved your body, and now it's just time to pop on a YouTube video and take off your makeup, wash your face, do your hair. It feels amazing. I think that's honestly one of my favorite times of the day. When I was done for bed, it was time to actually wind down, and it gave me time to either read a book, watch a movie, listen to a podcast. And we decided to watch a movie. Well, actually, we decided to finish a movie. We started the night before. CHAT GPT told me to go to bed around 10:30. I'm gonna say it was 11:30, but that's okay. Honestly, I slept well. I had enough hours of sleep. So that was the routine that CHAT GPT gave me to achieve my goals. As a conclusion, I'm gonna say it was a very good day, and I like the way CHAT GPT structured it with morning movement, morning sunlight, healthy nutritious foods, and breaks in between the work blocks. For me personally, I would prefer to have a little bit more movement. I had no time block that was longer than I think 1.5 hours, or maybe the lunch break was 2 hours to actually leave the house and go to the gym. So this wouldn't be a day-to-day life that I want to live every single day, because I like to go to the gym 5 to 6 times per week. But all in all, I was very happy with the day CHAT GPT created for me, because at the moment I don't sit down at the desk for 5 or 6 hours a day to get shit done. I should do more, Maybe that's my lesson from this video. During the work blocks, I worked on my personal brand. Like, what do I want to share with people? What do I want to teach people? What I want to embody as a person in the public eye, and in which way I want to help people. If you're someone that's kind of struggling, seeing what you want your life to look like, or you don't know what to do and how to act to get the life that you want, do this trend. It does help, especially the story that CHAT GPT tells you about yourself at the beginning, like the first step. That is so helpful to visualize and to manifest your future. This was a very good learning experience for me. I see clear now what my future can look like and what I want it to look like, and also what I have to do to achieve that future, which is good. So for every girlie out there that doesn't know what to do with their future, do this trend. It's gonna humble you a little bit, but that's good. Stay humbled, but have big dreams. So if you like this video, please like and subscribe, and comment down below what are your desires and your goals that you want to achieve in your future. What do you see in your future, and if you would do this trend. And if you want to see more, I'm gonna link my Instagram, my TikTok. I see you in the next video.